What's going on YouTube? LJ here, and today we're going to be bringing you a video on all the settings that you need to change to start dominating in ranked play. Basically just going over aim assist settings, graphic settings, different kind of like random settings in your PC if you're on PC, and then also some console stuff too. So if that's something you enjoy, please like the video and subscribe if you want more content like this, and let's get right into it. Okay, first up, we're going to be going into your controller settings and then going over to advanced. Now, your aim assist type should be set to default. I have mine set to Black Ops just because towards the beginning of the game before they nerfed it, this was the best one. But to my understanding now, default is the best one. The only reason why I didn't switch mine was just because I got used to Black Ops and that's just what I play on. But if you want the absolute best, you should definitely use default. And then for your aim response curve type, this is how you get the absolute most aim assist, is by running dynamic. It's honestly like a cheat code on controller. Like, it's ridiculous. This is by far the most important setting. If you don't have dynamic on right now, you definitely need to add this on there. And then for your dead zones, you want to have it as low as possible without having stick drift. So go into a private match, just lower it all the way to 0. And then if you're getting stick drift, just raise it up by one value, just like 0.01 each time until you don't have stick drift. For my controller, it's 0.04, but for like I've had a controller before this that was at 0.07 before it started getting stick drift. But yeah, just make sure to just raise it up above, right above the value that gives you stick drift, and then that's the perfect way to do it. All right, and then next up, we're going into your graphic settings. So you want to have your display mode, if you're on PC, as full screen exclusive. This makes sure that you have the smoothest experience while you're gaming. Windowed and full screen borderless, it just doesn't feel the same. And then you want to make sure your refresh rate is the highest number that you have on this list. So mine is 239.761, which is technically just a 240 hertz monitor. But you want to make sure you have your highest setting here selected. Dynamic resolution, you want to have it turned off. Aspect ratio, want it to be wide. If you're on like a regular 16.9 monitor, just wide 16.9. I think you can set this to automatic if you want to. VSync gameplay turned off. You do not want this on. No matter what anybody tells you, they're going to say it might be a little bit smoother. This adds input delay. You don't want VSync on. VSync in menus you can have on if you want. I just have mine off just cause. In your quality settings, you can have all the quality set to just like whatever your PC can handle. But the one thing I would change is adding upscale and sharpening, going to Fidelity FX CAS, opening it up to more and setting it to 100. This basically just makes the game way more sharp, and it's way easier to see stuff with this. And then under view, I would set my field of view in between 100 and 110. If you're playing ranked play and you have it at 120, sure, it looks really good, but it's a little bit harder to see people on head glitches from far away. I have mine on set to 110 because I sit really close to my monitor, so it's like it's a lot easier for me to see stuff. But if you sit kind of far away from your monitor, maybe think about making your field of view a little bit lower. And then your ADS field of view, always have this set to affected. This is kind of like what makes it so you have a lot less visual recoil. It makes it like if you see a lot of streamers playing and you're wondering why they have a lot less recoil than you do, or at least visual recoil, this is the setting that they're using, affected. Weapon field of view, I have it set to default. And then for first person camera movement, turn this to least. It makes it so your camera doesn't shake as much. All right, moving on to your desktop settings. You're going to want to change a couple things in here. First one, for loudness equalization, we're going to be going to our sounds and then going to playback. Going to whatever your headset is or whatever you're using for your main game audio. Mine is system for my Go XLR. Yours might be something else. You're going to want to go to properties, go to enhancements, and then check loudness equalization. This is basically the one setting that'll make footsteps way louder. I know this is a little controversial because some people think this is kind of cheap, but I would use it just because everybody in ranked is probably using it, so you might as well use it too. It's kind of one of those things where if they're doing it, you should do it. And then next up, if you have an NVIDIA GPU, you're going to want to go to your NVIDIA control panel. Once you're in here, you go to change resolution, change it to whatever your native resolution for your monitor is. Mine is 1920 by 1080. And then make sure your refresh rate is also set highest here as well as in game. So mine is 240, so set it to 240 right here. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. Those are all the settings that you need to change today. Like, those are like the must-haves. Everything else is kind of personal preference, like all your quality settings. It depends on your PC and everything. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so that you never miss any uploads. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.